It's been a while since developer Polyphony Digital last dropped information about Gran Turismo 7. Thankfully, that all changed in Sony's latest State of Play. The series producer gave viewers a fun rundown of what to expect from the game when it releases on March 4th. Here's what we learned about Gran Turismo 7, including new changes coming to the series and what's returning from previous games. Gran Turismo 7 wouldn't be a proper driving simulator if it didn't feature a truckload of cars to try out. It's looking like players won't be disappointed this time around. Yamauchi confirmed that over 400 cars from racing history will be available for players to buy, tune, and drive. Players will be able to buy a compact car at the beginning of the campaign mode, and by earning credits through winning races, buy other cars and build their collection. Players will also be able to buy cars from 3 unique shops. Brand Central is an international car dealership that exclusively sells cars made after 2001. Roughly 300 cars from 50 brands will be available there. At the used car dealership, players will be able to buy cars secondhand for steep discounts. Unless, of course, that used car happens to be a 92 Miata, in which case it may cost you more than the sticker price. Older, highly valued cars in real life will have a higher price in-game. The prices and stock are set to change on a daily basis at the used car dealership. Lastly, there's a legendary car shop. Here, players will find vehicles that have transcended history and carved out a place in cultural canon, like Porsche's 917K. Cars in this shop will be prohibitively expensive compared to others, but they wouldn't be legendary otherwise. Weather is a staple of driving simulators, with conditions like snow affecting tire grip. Gran Turismo 7 is upping the ante, including a fully fledged weather simulation in the game. Polyphony has taken real-world weather data like humidity, temperatures, and air pressure to generate realistic clouds and weather in-game. This data is tailored to specific global positions, meaning that the weather and cloud patterns you'll find on the Japanese track will differ heavily from those on a California one. Weather conditions will also change over time, with rain leading to puddling on tracks in locations where puddles would actually form. Once the rain stops, this water slowly evaporates in the same pattern as it does in real life. One part of the large tracks may even have pouring rain, while the other side is completely dry. The night sky has also been fully simulated to feature stars, the moon, and distant planets, with their brightness determined by how hazy the weather is. More importantly, this dynamic weather system will affect car performance in a number of ways. Gran Turismo has been around for 25 years now, and the developers have a mountain of car physics simulations to work with. In Gran Turismo 7, the car physics are a culmination of this work. The new dynamic weather system will affect car performance across the board. Wind and the slipstream effect, rain, and humidity will all affect different aspects of a car's performance, such as engine efficiency. Even how high the car is off the ground will affect its aerodynamics. The tuning shop is also back, with approximately 60 types of performance parts per car. Intakes, brake pads, you name it, it's there. Yamauchi showcased a stock Beetle racing against a fully turned out one. Needless to say, the difference in speed and performance was stunning. Customization is also coming back, with more sticker placement options than in previous games, and a higher sticker limit. Cars are only half of the Gran Turismo 7 equation. You'll also need a place to race them. Luckily, this entry has a plethora of options to choose from. There are 34 racing locations with 97 layouts to pick from, including both real and fantasy circuits. The real-life locations are also designed to be in line with the actual size of the real world, meaning that a lap on one of these circuits will take the same amount of time as it would in real life. License tests are back, allowing players to perform short trials to hone their skills on specific maneuvers. Likewise, there will also be unique events called mission races, time trials, and drag races, as well as drifting trials. As part of Brand Central, Gran Turismo 7 will also feature a museum dedicated to different brands and vehicles shown in the game. This museum will have information, photos, and commentary about the history of these brands, their cars, and more. In addition, you'll also be able to meet the creators of some of the most iconic cars in history at the game's cafe. This cafe also has a menu of challenges for players to beat. These car lore bits will feature information on car culture in general. and are said to be a great way for non-car people to get acquainted with the culture. 2-player split screen, private races, and online general races will be included in Gran Turismo 7. There will also be a showcase section of the game, with user-created content such as liveries and tunings will be available for players to check out and try. As part of this showcase section, players will also be able to share custom pictures from their Escapes. Escapes is Gran Turismo 7's photo mode. While it won't be included with the game at launch, it's certainly looking like it'll be worth the wait. Escapes will allow players to place a car into countless environments from around the world, and then manipulate the image to get realistic yet unreal photos. You can also use scrapes on your replays to liven up your racing screenshots.